boys, magic little boys.
Magic little boys.
But I maybe in my heart of hearts, I would prefer the Harith. But then again, they're the pros for a reason. Let's get into it. The Land of Dawn beckons. Game 1 in this best of 3. The last slot for the MPL Season 5 is up for grabs. Boom Esports versus BSB. Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. On the side of Boom, it's Jake the Dog on that carry. Levi as the Cho, as some action already has begun up top.
D almost falls down quite early there. BMO punching Cap 1 and FaZe, but they're going to be backing off here.
Shades of game 1 between these two earlier, wherein a big rotation happens in a single lane. Down goes Cap 1, trading away for Rio. D as well. Wilson takes his head. Oh, it's a back and forth. Back and forth. 2
They want to fight.
But did they win the war? They won the fight, but did they win the war?
Not yet. It's still too early. We are just about to invade the shores of Normandy here as we introduce BSB.
I think we last said D on that Grok, BMO on the Baksha, roll, and then Rio on the Farsa.
Man, BSB, it's going to be Shider QD on that Esmeralda. Wilson on that Thams, Jiraxi on that Grandeur, Cap 1 on that Carmilla, and Trevor on that Lillian. Speaking of Grandeur, Grandeur is in a bit of danger here over the top side because Carry and Basha and Grok and Farsa.
Ooh!
He just stood there. He just stood there.
There's not much Cap 1 could have done. I mean, sure, pulling yourself together could help speed up the recovery, but you can't just give lives like that so soon. Wings by Wings, trying to help Rio get into range. Trevor in the way of the Guardian's barrier, taken out by the Farsa. Rio is on fire.
And he got shield bashed as well. As soon as the wall came up, there's nowhere that Trevor could have went to. Kabim got bashed up against the wall.
And Jake the Dog here is in a rush. He's got some bacon pancakes to make. He wants to finish off this turret just like that, but he sees himself in the eyes of Shider Cutie. Cap 1 coming in, looking really low. Revitalize already dropped there by BMO, and that is going to be a false engage. Jake the Dog escapes.
He escapes and is going to be on an adventure time here in the Land of Dawn. That's going to be Wilson connected with the Wave the Dragon.
Oh, wow.
And the way to escape is nowhere. Managed to barely survive there, but he gets taken out. It is currently a 1-for-1 trade there over in the mid-river.
Yep, that's off-lane trading courtesy of Shider Curie. That was odd because Wilson was pretty okay until he felt like a castaway in his own side of the map. I mean, technically, this side right here, this is safe. This is BSB territory, but it seemed like the 3-man coalition of Boom was a little too much for our Thams.
Yeah, really too much. And he was treated like a castaway there in that fight. But going back into the game, it's a 4-man push here over to the mid lane. They are going to be making their way over towards the Turtle. It's a 5-man rotate on towards the Turtle. Lil is going to start stopping them from coming in.
Yep, that's about free.
That is a free Turtle. And Basha rolling in the deep end of the waters.
Gonna be a good way to scout out where exactly BSB is, but they don't need to confirm that. They see that BSB right now is cutting the lane, and yeah, Boom is spread out wide, whereas BSB is pretty tight.
Power of nature, though, connects onto Shider Cutie, gets walled off and passed, all at the same time manages to jump out, uses a falling star moon there. Cap 1 though in a bad spot, gonna be forced to run away, but Carmilla, and not an agile hero, but a fast hero, as he uses her first skill, but Rio connects the stun onto Cap 1. Cap 1 almost falls down to the power of nature. They're gonna be backing off. Rio needs to back off here. Trevor on the chase. And as well as Shider. Shider does have the falling star moon available. He can just jump in anytime he wants. Wilson backing off, just being the rear security as a disengage is called.
I love it. Shider Cutie here previously used the Falling Star Moon as a defense mechanism. When you gotta, and now after picking up the Calamity Reaper, I think it's time to switch it up into offense mode. Sitting at 5 and 4, almost the same gold worth on both sides at 5 minutes. This is the definition of parody. Wilson getting bit on by BMO. Awaiting in the wings is D. Shider Cutie once again going to be retreating into his turret using the Falling Star Moon.
And Grok's going to be pinning Wilson up against the wall. Raptor Machete being picked up by Jiraxu. And this is a 3-man pens over the bottom lane. Top lane turret has been pushed by Boom Esports. Wilson! Wilson is going to fall down. Actually managed to survive. BMO's going to be forced to back off. Took a little bit of that turret aggro, but that's going to be a mega kill over onto the side of Rio on the top lane. Not a good sign. Falling Star Moon committed to kill Jiraxu. D going to fall down as well. It is a 1-for-2 trade in favor of BSB, but at what cost? Top lane is down. Turtle's going to be taken by BSB.
I believe BSB won that trade. It's the life of Jiraxu. 4-2 on the side of Boom. Those are their 2 tanks. And the turtle. No turrets, but the turtle. This is good for Shider Cutie, seeing that 3-0-0, but Jiraxu. I don't know what's happening to the J&T connection. This is tough for Jiraxu. 6 minutes in, I think he needs to have protection. He needs an enforcer. He needs a muscle.
He needs a muscle boy. And the muscle boys are not anywhere near him as of the moment. Speaking of muscle boy, Esmeralda just muscling the kill onto Rio. Not in a good spot. Needs to back off. Jake the dog is going to get eliminated by Wilson. Wilson and the rest are going to be pushing forward to guard this barrier. Can stop them from pushing in. BMO forced to roll out of there, much like a transformer.
These chunky boys, they're running away from this 3-man coalition from BSB, and it seems like they are going all in. Levi being bit on by Wilson. Shider Cutie dancing his way into the face of Levi as he picks up the sad sword. Blade of Despair now online for Levi. Gonna be good for picking out Jiraxu or Trevor.
You just call it a sad sword.
It's the Blade of Despair. Jiraxu here left to his own devices, being able now to almost take down this turret. But it just came in time for Rio to use the Feathered Airstrike as artillery to clear out the minion wave.
I'm sorry, you just killed me with a sad sword.
It's what they call it in the streets, man. What can I tell you?
You can tell me what's going on here because Boom Esports needs to bounce back from that back-to-back engagement from BSB. This put BSB in the lead, 23 grand to 19 grand. Turret pushes as well is in favor of Boom Esports.
Okay, finally, I think BSB has found their form. This is now the J&T connection. Jiraxu and Trevor finally together. I believe Boom, for the first maybe 5 minutes of the game, did well to split up Jiraxu and Trevor. But now that they have found their groove, this big rotation is going to be called for. This is a guarantee for a Boom to make the most of their movements. And it looks like Turtle has already been started on. Are they going to contest? No, they won't.
They won't.
Just like that. You need an answer? There it is.
I didn't need to answer. The game just explained itself. But, you know, here's what I noticed about BSB. They're all about that base. No Trevor in sight. They just still secure.
Actually, yeah, I noticed that Trevor here is a little more mobile. I think they know that Boom is onto them, and now they're switching it up. Trevor now clicking it in. The fancy footwork coming in. Black shoes so soon. And again, walking into the bush, it's not going to be so bad.
Cap one! Goodbye. Oh! Actually managed to survive there.
What a bait!
The bait, then, ladies and gentlemen. The BMO goes down. Down.
Wilson now just making the most of the absence of his enemies down bottom. That was amazing. Come with me if you want to live.
Exactly. He just got terminated there, BMO. Terminated 3 times in the game, actually.
And that's going to be fine. Sitting at a lovely 0-3-6, Cap 1 versus BMO. I mean, BMO here answers Wilson very well. But look at this. Jiraxu almost getting deleted straight off the map by Rio. He's such a threat. Every single point of conflict, as long as Rio is there, there's every bit of reason for BSB to doubt what they're about to get into.
Yeah. But again, this is Z on his, I would argue, his best hero.
Grok?
This is D on the Grok. D Grok has been an important factor since Season 2. He get deleted though, Levi.
Oh, wow.
Off the wall.
Those sonatas just singing a song of destruction. Now D taking a lot of damage. He's in the middle
Rio.
of all of the members of BSB. Down goes Rio, the third time this game. And now this turret is going to be taken out by Jake the Dog.
You know what the problem here is? I think Boom Esports is getting some deja vus here on the side of BSB.
Oh, yeah.
Because this has been the same scenario that happened earlier
But to be fair to both teams, BSB played differently and Boom is answering quite well. They're picking up on the adjustment.
Yeah, they are picking up on the adjustment. And that should be the mindset. Do not let the earlier loss from BSB affect you. It's still a normal game. It
Definitely.
can still come back. But just remember what's at stake here.
The chance to change history as it is. I mean, at the end of the day, there's only one Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 5 in all of history. And to be part of that, that is the chance of a lifetime. And that's what they're fighting for here.
Oh, don't face check. Cap 1 immediately goes for the first kill. That is a good barrier, but no follow through here by the rest of Boom Esports. Nice call, though. Delays the inevitable. A lot of HPs being damaged. Black Shoe's going to be committed by Trevor. And now it's a possibility that BSB is going to go in for the GG push here onto the tier 3 turret. They got 2 minions, 1 upgraded turret minion as well.
Okay, interesting play there. You saw how Cap 1 got blocked out by the Guardian's barrier, and he had a decision to make. Do I try to jump back in the other side, or do I pop my ult and wait? He did neither. He played around, and again, you said he popped his first skill to try and survive, and luckily, that barrier went down.
Barrier went down. That's where BSB just started marching right in, just like Trojan horses in the city of Troy back in the, I don't know, hundreds.
It's in the BCs, I believe.
In the BCs, yeah, it's a long time ago. What's not a long time ago here is the time between the Golden Staff and the Jake the Dog becoming a problem.
Wow.
1-1-2 and Farsa destroying, completely eliminating Trevor there. That's going to be another stun onto Cap 1. Cap 1 managed to survive the life steal. It's just way too much here. Gets D down dangerously low. That's 3 guys down on the side of Boom Esports. BSB is now chasing pavements here.
The wipe onto Jake the Dog, that's all they really needed. And after that, it's about to say 9-9 for this turret down bottom. Jiraxnu, Shider Cutie, and Wilson calling it quits. They're going to leave D here to defend. Levi clearing mid enough to keep it right at the river.
Just at the river. And what's happening here is that Boom Esports needs to shove the bottom lane towards the side of BSB CUBAO, and they need to secure more objectives. An important objective that they need to get is the Lord, but while I'm saying that,
70 seconds off, they are going to engage here. Feather Death Strike already called in, and they said Roger that. D, very well placed block there, but Jake the Dog dived in by Shider Cutie with a lovely falling star moon. D follows suit right there, trading for no one. Cap 1 still has his vengeance, and that is going to be BSB walking out, continuing the job they started.
yeah, and they're going to go march in the mid lane. I don't think this is doable at this point by Boom Esports. Just one mistake from BSB might just turn things around, and that's the only thing I can see Boom Esports can do here. The other thing that BSB could do here is just waste their time and not choose to go for the objectives properly.
Here's an interesting thought. If you say that the only hope is for your opponent to make a mistake, you're playing their game.
And that has been the case
That's a bad place to be.
for 14 minutes.
Look at this, Cap 1 with the Lithomancer here, just holding on for dear life. Is D, bit on by Wilson, still not yet triggering even the Cottoned Inferno, and he's already a threat.
Very big threat. That's going to be a level 2 Lord, an enhanced level 2 Lord.
Oh, wow. Okay, BSB starting us up hard, and Boom Esports, they need to say their prayers. They need to drink their vitamins, brother.
Macho Man!
Oh, man. Because it's about to be Shider Cutie Mania up in here.
It's about to be Shider Cutie Mania, indeed. It's going to be a Hell in a Cell, though, in this Lord Pit. That's the primary objective here. But it is a handicap match onto Cap 1 Cap.
The
Jake
dog,
the dog.
showing some pedigree. He's able to
Jake
survive.
the snake. Snaky movements there. But the rock that is the Lord will be walking in towards the bottom lane.
And with that second take, the millions
around the people watching internationally and in the local scene are going to be witnessing the Lord marching down the bottom lane. Shider Cutie is a problem. Everybody on the side of BSB is a problem. And the problem here is that the money in the bank is not enough. 20,000 gold lead by BSB.
Oh, look at that. Levi, ever the opportunist, trying to catch someone off guard with the Way of the Dragon. It's not wise because all of the members of BSB are there. That would be kicking someone into their own team.
Yeah.
So smart moves right there, stepping out, fancy footwork on the Cho. That's safe. At least what they can do now here is bolster up and destroy Lord. I think that's your order. That's your priority. Defend, clear the minions, destroy Lord, and go from there.
As long as BSB doesn't make a mistake that would backlash on towards their end, might just be Armageddon for Boom Esports.
Definitely. Any mistake here on the side of either team would be unforgiven.
Exactly. They might just bring the smackdown here. BSB sieging up the game.
Oh.
It's raw gameplay here from BSB. They are systematically killing Boom Esports individually. That's going to be BMO getting the smackdown.
Wilson, ever the assassin coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game and how you will play it. All the turrets, save for the top, are going to be left alone. Wilson coming in like a sledgehammer once more. Popping Contra Inferno. He still has the immortality. Do no. Chider Cutie coming in with the Falling Star Moon. Down he goes. But he is going to open up the base for a focus fire. And that is BSB taking game 1.
That's 1-0. This is crucial for BSB now. The pressure is on their shoulders. This is BSB's game to lose.